Video guys, Session here, and welcome back to some Madden. And the first thing is, you might notice that the audio is a little bit different. That is because I am using Adobe Audition or the audio or whatever the hell it is, the audio one. That I'm hoping this works a little bit better. It's supposed to be a really decent program. Now, the voiceover from Final Cut Pro is still decent, and if this doesn't work that well, I'll go back to that. But let's stop talking about that and get into the game. So today we have the Cincinnati Bengals against the Cleveland Browns. As we're 8-4, looking for that 9th victory. And to finally beat the Bengals, this season, we made that trade for Jeremy Hill with giving up Melvin Olsen and Demario Davis. And, you'll see, I don't know about Demario Davis, but you'll definitely see Melvin Olsen, as he's their starting left tackle. And the one problem with that being there is he's more of a run blocker than ever being a pass blocker, as they started off running here, as Bernard gets stuffed by Micah Hyde. Good stop there, as we'll see this offense. And it's, like I said, Melvin Olsen is the starting left tackle. He's got like an 81 run block and like a 71 or maybe 69 pass. And then the offense really just went to crap. Now with the rest of the team, with Mike Gillisley now being the next running back on or behind Gerard Bernard. Now later on at 2nd and 10, they'll go straight back to him, and Brandon Marshall sniffs that out. He'll lose 4. Now a 3rd and 14. Already starting bad as Bengals. Back to pass. Looking pressured. And he will run out of pocket and get sacked. Muhammad Wilkerson with the sack there. And that is a 4th down. We'll get the ball now. And Case Keenum, who is having troubles with interceptions. 21 picks. 26 touchdowns. He's had problems with fumbles. But with great field position here at the 43, we'll get this game started. Back to pass. Immediately finds Kendall right on the side. And he'll get 9 as he tries to spin away, but can't. I'm 8. There. Now 2nd and 2, as you see Jeremy Hill in the backfield. We'll give him the ball, and his first carry is stuffed in the backfield. Not a chance. A loss of 3. Great job by this secondary. Now a 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Pressure, and it's almost. And it's swatted down. Nice job there by, I want to say Vontaze Burfict, but I know it's not. Now Cody Parquet for a field goal, and it is short. Does not have to distance, and it's still 0-0. Now I'm still debating if I should give him that $18 million over 5 years the way he hasn't deserved it, as Bernard cannot get away from Brandon Marshall and first man there, Jamal Taylor. Now later on, a 3rd and 13. Back to pass. Dalton throws wide open as A.J. Green. First down and more. Out of bounds at the 37. 21 yards. Now going into this, these 4 games, I all did basically editing in one a day or one afternoon really. And those are all like 50 minutes to an hour and 5. So I mean that took forever. And then I'm doing it all in the morning. Hopefully exporting it so tomorrow I can upload them and have them scheduled for the rest of the week. And then we can get into the postseason and get that going. Now a 2nd and 8. As Dalton's back, all time to throw. Finds Tyler Eifert for a gain of 7 and gets them near a 1st down. Now 3rd and inches. Back to pass, or back to hand it off. Dalton keeps it actually and gets a gain of zippity-doo. Now, I want to make sure that the audio is recording, so if you hear mouse clicks, that is the big indicator. As they will take a field goal, it's good, but there's a flag, as that guy still creeps me out with his eyes, and is running into the kicker by Eric Eugene, who we've never had that penalty all season, and the one time we really do not need it, because they're so close to a 1st down, they'll get a 1st and goal now. With that, now Andy Dalton alone shotgun throws. Adrian Green caught it, somehow stays in bounds, and he's in for the touchdown. And the Bengals up 7-0 first. I don't know what it is about the division rivals. We just seem to not play well in the beginning. Now they'll hand it off to Jeremy Hill, who has his best carry. And Hill off to the races. Getting chased by Jackson, but it won't matter. Yes, it will. I'm just kidding. He's going to bring him down at the 5. But a big run, his second biggest run, I believe, this season behind the 99-yard touchdown last week. Now later on, though, a 2nd and goal as Case Keenum's calling some plays. Back to pass. Looking, throws. He's got him. Mendo right to the touchdown. And that one is from 7 yards out. And we're going to tie this game back at 7. Now with the Bengals chance again, they'll give it to the left to Bernard, who has a big hole. Cuts back, makes a move. And it's got a first down to the 36. A gain of 11. His biggest carry on the day as well. There. Not as good as Hills, though. Now, next play, they'll hand it off to Bernard, and Bernard is stuffed. No gain there. Now, with those two, I obviously see with playing with Jeremy Hill, he's a better running back. But they obviously liked Giovanni Bernard a lot better as that happens. Now, later on, a pass, pressure in his face. He throws it away, and we will get the ball back as we are seeing a punting play. And you know why? Or you know why I show punting plays. Philly Dorsett's going to let this one bounce, and it bounces inside the 5 down to the 3 rolling, and that's just bad job by Phil Dorsett thinking that ball won't go. Now Jeremy Hill tries to bounce off, and he gets some decent yards, a gain of 5, but just couldn't get away from his own lineman. Next play, 2nd and 4, they'll give it back to Hill, and Hill's got some room, and Hill has got a gain of 12. He's got 76 so far on the day with that big run earlier and that one there. Now later on again, 2nd and 4. Second quarter to start, back to pass. Looking, tries to escape, and he runs into a sack. Brought down by Wheatley, and he didn't really try to run away. He just stepped up and then got sacked. And it brings up a 3rd down and 9 after that sack. Back to pass now, looking, and it's picked up by it's Shaw. I was going to say Connor Shaw, that's a quarterback. But it's picked up by the corner, Shaw, and there's a flag. It is holding Lane Johnson, and they'll get the ball back. 22nd interception on today's game, or in today's game for the season. My goodness. Now Bernard will get stuffed, a loss of 3. There's Jamie Collins, who I'm debating trading this season if I can get a different right linebacker out there, and seeing how that decision winds down. Let me know in the comments as Andy Dalton finds AJ Green, but he has to fall down to catch that. Only a gain of 7, and it's a 4th down. They'll take a field goal opportunity to go up 3. Here is the kick. Hold by Matt Barkley, and it is good with that little curve. It's 10-7 Bengals. Now later on, a 2nd and 6. Play action pass. Pressure immediately, and he's sacked. Loss of 7. It's Malaga and I think Wheatley again. Bringing us down now. A 3rd and 12 from the 21. Back to pass. Looking. Pressure again. Throws, and it's intercepted by Brian Mulaga. He got the sack half a sack earlier, and now a interception as his 5th on the season, and they're in striking distance again. Now Dalton back. Pressure immediately. Tries to escape, and he can't escape Maxi Ali as it brings him down for the sack, a loss of a good chunk as it's his 5th sack on this season. 3rd and 13 now. Back to pass Dalton. Looking. Pressure again. Tries to escape again, and he's sacked. The ball's out. No one going. Now it's Emmanuel Ogbah with the recovery, and no one to stop him. Emmanuel Ogbah, goodbye. As we'll take the lead, but that is not going to happen as he was down by contact. His knee went down before he chucked the ball on the ground, and they'll have to punt. We'll get the ball with a good punt to the 7-yard line. Now back to pass. Case Keenum looking. Throws. He's got Corey Coleman, but another pass that he has to fall down for, and a gain of 2. Now later on, a 2nd and 8. Back to pass at the 9. Pressure. Steps up. Throws. And it is incomplete. Right, can't hang on. Great coverage by Shaw there. I was thinking Adam Jones because he's usually on this team. But goodbye. No, thank you. Now 3rd and 8. Pressure again. Throws. And a bad throw for Nick Jacobs, who was coming open from, I think, Ray on that play. Yep. Next play. 3rd and 8. Looking, pressure again, throws, caught by Floyd, somehow in front of B.J. Williams, and he gets him to the 47. Now 3rd and 2. Oh, I'm sorry, that's for us now. 3rd and 2. I don't know why the editing went to shit there. I think I went too far. But they'll be stopped a yard short. 4th down, we'll give them the ball back anyway, so you'll see them anyways. Now back, they'll hand it off, and the whole front line is right there to tackle Giovanni Bernard behind the line of scrimmage. Now back, Bernard again stuffed Micah Hyde. Loss of 4 more. 3rd and 16. Back to pass. Looking. Back. Dalton pressured, throws it away. Incomplete, and we will get the ball back again. Now with that play. Later on, with great field position, back to pass. Immediately pressured and fumbles the ball. It's still on the ground. It's recovered by the Bengals. And the 3rd turnover by Case Keenum. The reason I do not want him the starting quarterback next season is there's a flag, but he's got A.J. Green all day. And it's going to come back as there's a hold. As you can tell with why Chris Dale goes angry with that, it's always on the Bengals or the opponent team at the same time. Well, not that big of an issue as it's a 1st and 20. Now they'll hand it off to Bernard, and Bernard stuffed by Marshall in the backfield. No chance. Now later on, it's 2nd and 18 as back to pass as Dalton throws quick. He's got Eifert, and Eifert falls down for a gain of 6 as it's a 3rd and 12. 1:45 to go at the half. Back to pass Dalton. Wide open man. They're going to go edge though, and he's going to get swatted away. It's Jamal Taylor on Brennan LaFell. And a great job by that defense of secondary right there. Now we'll get the ball back. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jeremy Hill with some room, and Jeremy Hill's got 11. Nice job there with the blocking up front. That's why I traded for those offensive linemen. You guys thought I was crazy, didn't you? I'm just kidding. You probably thought I was unrealistic, and it is. Now back to pass. Williams will catch the ball, but he won't get it far as he's tackled immediately by, I believe, Geno Atkins there. Now they'll get the ball back after a punt with 16 seconds left, and Bernard, with some room, makes Hyde miss, and his biggest run of the day gets him to midfield. They'll call a timeout with 10 seconds to go. Now it's 7, 2nd down and 10. Back to pass. Throw short. Green caught it. 1st down, and they'll call their final timeout to kick a field goal opportunity here as we got Phil Dorsett way back as we call the timeout to try to ice the kicker before halftime. See if that's going to work at all. Back with seconds. Back to kick, and that's not even a chance. Miss. Philip Dorsett with the return. He's taking it out. No point or no reason to lose as he escapes one defender but can't get away from the kicker as he's down at the 42. That is the half. We are down 10-7. A close game. A bunch of mistakes from this Browns offense or Browns team. The special teams that gave them a touchdown opportunity. The offense that's given up 3 turnovers from Case Keenum. And it's just been a struggle, to say the least. But then it's a broken record because they always do the same thing. Now, we do have the rushing attack, but the rest of it goes to the Bengals with the lead right now at half. Now back to pass. Pressure Michael Johnson, who's actually been quiet all today. He had a big game last time against us. Now back to pass. 2nd and 10. Chris Hogan, who again shows off some power and powers through and gets 15. Again, probably our strongest guy on this team right now, showing at least up. Now later on, Jeremy Hill will get about 6 to the 49 of Cincinnati territory. Now, back with the 2nd and 4. Handoff. Carlos Williams holds on to Shipley, or goes behind Shipley, and he gets the 1st down. Who, I believe, in a few weeks, I think either after this game or after the Ravens game, I put him at the 3rd position, running back, as I wanted to see how Kerwin Williams could do against us. As we're going deep back to end zone, and Chris Hogan drops the pass off the reflection. Should have been intercepted first, but almost picked again. Or almost caught at the end at that. Now we'll try a little kick here ourselves to see if we can punt it deep. And it bounces back, but it bounces off the man, and P.J. Williams recovers it. It bounced off a Bengal, and we'll get the ball back. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Out to his right. Chase throws it away. No, it's throwing it to Kendall Wright. Touchdown. They'll call that a touchdown. I didn't think it was, but hey, I ain't doubting that. Touchdown. We're up 14-10 now. Now Dalton back and immediately pressured, and it's sacked by Brandon Marshall. Great job by our defense so far. Now 2nd and 16. Dalton short step back and swatted away. Nate Irving, who's playing a lot more with the trade as Demario Davis is no longer here, as you know. But he's playing actually a lot more than I really thought he would. But, you know, apparently our guys get really tired. Now back to pass on a 3rd and 16. All day to throw. Throws to Bernard. And fumbles the ball. He gets destroyed. Recovered by Christian Kirksey. Caused by Jamie Collins, who just uplifted him. Second fumble apparently this season or today, because I don't believe he fumbled it once. So back to pass. We'll throw it to a wide open Nick Jacobs, who got the play, but he's he's a yard short at the 10. 2nd down and 1. Now with 10 minutes to go in the 3rd. Handoff. He gives it to Hill, and he's stuffed. Loss of 2. Closing in on 100 yards on the day at 95. Now a 3rd and 3. Hill in the backfield, but they'll pass it. Back to pass. Looks short. Finds Jacobs at the 5. Gain of 7, and will continue this drive. Now later on, it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking. Pressured immediately. Hit and incomplete. He's got to be careful with those. They've turned into interceptions lately. As 3rd and goal now with 8:14 to go. Ball at the 5. Looking. Throws. End zone. Swatted down. And that is Ray again. He's been all over this field. As we'll have to take a field goal, go up 7. Now Eifert in motion. Play action pass. Looking. Pressure. Throws Eifert. And he can't escape Micah Hyde on a 3rd down. Only gain of 2. I don't know why that play was called at all. But we'll get the ball back. Now a chance to really get this game going, as Jeremy Hill will get 100 yards there with a big run against his former team. And he hit the century mark, which is one of the big things. It's like, you know, someone puts you in the trade block and you play against them now. It's just one of the things you love, because it's like, I got the century mark on the team against the team that just traded me away. And not even traded away. You traded him into the same... He's still in the same state. You just traded him to your division rival. It's probably your biggest one, right? Because you're in the same state. You don't really have to travel far. You've had a big rivalry. And, you know, you do that. So, that's a really great feeling for him. But we'll get back on the gameplay now. It's 2nd and 10. Keenum finds Coleman for a gain of 5 to midfield. That gives him 100 yards through the air. Later on, a 3rd and 3. From midfield. Back to pass. Pressure. Looking. Throws it, and it's caught by Hill, but he's a yard short, as we'll have to punt the ball. I don't know why he's fist pumping with a 4th down, but Chris Dale, you know, he's weird sometimes. Later on, ball to 40, back to pass, throws. He's got LaFell, and he's got 6. Now, with the offseason, I'm trying to get through. I got to get through the simulate through or go through the postseason, and we'll see if we can make it. And then if we can, that would be a good thing, as it will be the first time since 2002. So, I mean, that would be a great thing for us. But, again, we have to get through Cincinnati or Ravens. One of those 2 teams to get the division. I think it's going to really come down to, as you can see, I mean, the Cincinnati team can win this, and we'll be at 8 wins still. They'll only be at 6 or 7. It's the game next week, I think, that's going to be determined if the Ravens can win this week. Now, swatted away on a 3rd and 6. Our passing attack's just been bad. And this is when I upped the defense up there. Now, they have one of the worst defenses, so I had to put it back down a few points because it was unrealistic for really the Bengals to be the worst defense but play so amazing against us, as Giovanni Bernard will get the 1st down there. As now still down 4. Play action pass. Looking. Throws wide open man behind the defense. It's Michael Floyd, and he is gone. Touchdown Bengals. They take the lead, and they're up 3. Just a bad job back in there. I misplayed it as a safety, and it costed. Now back to pass. 1st down at 10. Looking. Throws. It's intercepted by Ray. Finally gets his interception of his own. Vincent Ray will get us, or give the Bengals another shot to strike. Now in the 4th with 10:30 to go. Back, they'll hand it off to Bernard, who's got a room. Breaks 1-man miss, but he makes a fumble. And is recovered by Jordan Warner. A 3rd fumble. And guess what? The 2nd in today's game caused by Jamie Collins. The 3rd, I think, on the season. That was number 2 on the day. Now back to pass. 2nd and 10. And Nick Jacobs get lit up. Gain of only 3. 3rd down and 7. Back with right in motion. Looking. No one open as he's hit while thrown and incomplete. The only 2 times we've barely had to worry about Michael Johnson are those 2 plays there. 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Now 2nd and 10 back for the Bengals. He's got Eifert, and he's got a gain of 7 to the 25. And that's 209 yards through the air with Andy Dalton now. 3rd and 3, they'll hand it off Bernard. Bernard somehow gets through and gets the 1st down and more. Inside Browns territory to the 44 as Jamal Taylor stops him, but the damage on that play was done. Then Maxi Ali has been crossing the line with so many offsides encroachments this season in the last few games, really, as he gives them a first down. Later on, though, a 2nd and 10, a little I formation kind of move as they give it to Bernard, and Bernard's got room, escapes hide, and Bernard to the 20-yard line, down to the 16. Now later on at the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Short drop back, finds Green, and he's got him to the 4. Gain of 6 and a 1st and goal. Great job there. 5:44 to go. Back, they'll hand it up Bernard. Bernard stuffs on a 2nd and goal, down a gain of 1. He's got 25 carries, 113 yards. And another player we've given up 100 plus 2. 2nd straight game. Now we'll give it to Bernard. They'll give it to Bernard again. He's stuffed, though. Manuel, and I believe Bergeron Moner on the tackle there will give him a field goal. So 6-point game. Back to pass, pressure. Looking, throws deep, and it is broken up. Guess who? Vincent Ray. Sound like a broken record today. Vincent Ray breaking up. Interception, boom, 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 boom. That's all it is. Now back to pass on the 2nd down. Throws, and he's got Philip Dorsett with the catch. And a gain of 20 to the 44. Good play there. Nice job. Now 4 minutes to go. Pressure again. Looking, and he's hit and caught by Kendall Wright. Should have just dropped that ball. Do not catch that. You'll lose 5 yards. Pressure by Geno Atkins, and that was the worst decision there. Now back to pass, looking deep, and it is intercepted by Jiminy Christmas. I don't know that name. Abaji Baggy is what I'm going to call that guy. As it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, immediate pressure, and he gets hit, but it's incomplete off the back of his lineman's head. And incomplete, as I said. 2nd down and 10 now. Back calling plays is Andy Dalton looking. 3:17. We need a stop. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. Floyd. And he's brought down about 1 yard short. 2 yards short. 3rd down. We need a stop here. 2:35 to go. LaFell in motion. Back to pass. Looking pressure. Throws it away and incomplete. We'll get the chance. We'll get one more opportunity in today's game. Now 2nd down and 10 at the 41. Back to pass. Looking. Pressure. Throws. He got Nick Jacobs. And Nick Jacobs is inside the 40 to the 38 of Bengal territory. Great play there. Next play. 2nd and 7. Looking. Throws. He's got Jeremy Hill. And Hill will find the first down line. Or pass it actually to the gain of 10 to the 26. Great job there. Next play. 1st down to 10. Carlos Williams down the game. Back to pass. Looking. Steps up. Throws. He's got broken up. Great job there. Looking for Dorsett as the safety breaks it up. Now, or the corner, I don't know. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. This time they'll find Dorsett. And down to the 11. But bad news. He's holding his shoulder. And he would not return. Now back to pass. They'll find Corey Coleman, who falls over a guy to the gain of 8 to the 3. That's a 2nd and 2. 40 seconds to go. We're trying to waste the clock as we can score. Out to his right. Can't go anywhere, and he's sacked. Back at the 11-yard line, Geno Atkins. Now again, 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure again by Atkins. Rolls to his right. And looking, no one open. He's sacked from the ball. And it's recovered finally by the Browns. We have one final shot. 4th and 16. 15 seconds to go. Back to pass. Pressure. Johnson throws, and it's swatted, almost intercepted. And the Bengals will upset the Cleveland Browns for the 2nd time this season. And that's going to be put a damper. So if the Ravens wins this week, we will have to play them. And the winner of that game will be the division leader. And depending on how the rest of the season goes, we'll see who wins. Thanks for watching, and see ya.